Alright, what's going on guys, and welcome back to Monster Tamer News, where we go over the recent updates in the monster taming genre. Now, this time around, we've got quite a few interesting updates, including the release date and time for the Digimon Story Time Stranger DLC. We've got a brand new Digimon fan game that just released, some really good news for Medabots fans, including a game that, yes, is coming to the West after something like 2 decades. We've got a new trailer for Palworld's recent update, a new trailer for Voidling Bound, a brand new update for Digital Tamers 2, so tons of Digimon stuff this week, and more. So as per the usual, make sure to sit back, relax, subscribe for more monster taming videos, and let's dive in. Okay, so first things first, we've got an unfortunate but kind of expected delay for Lumen Tail Memories of Trey. For those that don't know, this is a monster taming RPG being developed by the same team that brought us Pokemon Xenoverse and was slated for end of year 2025, however has been delayed until spring 2026. I kind of figured that it was getting delayed, so this just kind of confirms that. However, considering that their Kickstarter was just last year, I'm not too worried about it. On screen, you're seeing a brand new trailer that recently dropped as well, and as you can see, development seems to be moving smoothly. As outlined in a previous video, which will be linked below for your convenience, Dokimon Quest or Dokimonsters Quest has been released on Nintendo Switch and is essentially a retro-themed monster taming RPG, not too dissimilar from Pokemon or other games like it. The game is also available on Steam if that interests you, but all in all has been receiving positive reception. It was even nominated for an award. So I didn't even know this, however, Medabots ended up winning the lawsuit for their IP, which I did cover a long time ago. Basically, there was this NFT developer that copyrighted the Metabot IP since it was allowed to expire in the West. In Japan, it's called Medarot, and outside of Japan, it's called Medabots, so this is how that happened. But long story short, and I will be covering this in a separate video, but the original IP got its non-Japanese namesake back and is releasing a game called Metabot Survivors, which, as you could probably guess, is a bullet heaven Metabots game for mobile platforms. I personally don't know much about this game as it's only released in Japan, but I think that this is a major win for the franchise as a whole, and hopefully will lead to some of the mainline Metabots games that we missed making their way here as well. The last Metabots game I believe we received in the West were the titles for the Game Boy Advance, and I definitely would love to do some more robot taming, if you will. The Digimon platformer fan game called Digimon Digital Heroes 2 just released on itch.io, and as you'd expect is a sequel to the 2D platformer Digimon Digital Heroes that is already out. I haven't had a chance to dive into the game just yet, I've been really busy. However, I've heard from my buddy Barry Bandit, who covered it on his channel, that it's pretty fun so far. I'll leave a video linked below so you could check it out. There are more Digimon this time around, new levels, and more polish, and just everything you'd expect from a sequel title. Speaking of Digimon fan games, Digital Tamers 2 recently received its Christmas update, which brings forth a bunch of Christmas exclusive Digimon, a list of which you can see on screen. What's really cool is that there is a Digimon on this list that I guess as of right now is shrouded in mystery, which is in collaboration with Digimon Digital Heroes 2, the game we just covered. I think it's really cool that the Digimon fan game devs are working together in order to bring us crossover content, essentially. You can also see that the list has some really popular Digimon Story Time Stranger Digimon, including the 2 Chronomon forms, so honestly, it's a really good time to be a Digimon fan, especially in terms of video games. Today's video is sponsored by me. Guys, I do have a second channel where I cover fitness content. It's called Gym Bro Ed, but on that channel, I don't just talk about my fitness journey and how I've managed to get out of a really unhealthy place, but also I put out videos sort of showcasing the progress of my garage gym, my weightlifting progress. I also put out videos reacting to random fitness content, and then planning to do a lot more non-fitness stuff on that channel as well. Think of that channel as a less filtered and tethered Ed that can just sort of comment on anything. As a husband and a father, I found that it's really important that I stay healthy, and the channel sort of started out as a way to keep myself accountable while also just exploring stuff that interests me more or less. Check out the link in the description and subscribe to the channel. I do want to try to get it to 500 subs by the end of the year, and am going to be posting on it much more frequently. Lacono World Online is getting a playtest, and the trailer for this was showcased on IGN. That being said, a lot of people have been commenting this. The entire trailer looks like it's made with AI and doesn't really showcase any gameplay. The game in theory looks pretty interesting in terms of it being real-time combat and an arena fighter. However, I do think that if they're going to market it, they need to be focusing on actual gameplay footage as opposed to cinematics, or at least like a hybrid of the two. I don't actually know if the trailer's AI. Some people are saying the song in the trailer's AI as well. I'm not an expert in these things, but you guys let me know what you think down below. Speaking of real-time combat monster taming games, we got a brand new trailer for Voidling Bound, which as always is looking great and is courtesy of the recent OTK Games Expo. Voidling Bound is a sci-fi themed monster taming game that's releasing in the first quarter of 2026 and deserves way more attention in my opinion. Palworld's previously announced Ultrakill collaboration, dubbed the Home Sweet Home update, recently got its own trailer and confirmation that the update will be brought forth on December 17th. And as one of the comments on this trailer said, Palworld just seems to have a knack for putting things together that don't seem like they'd make sense, but end up just working. And I don't even know what Ultrakill is, but I've got to say this looks pretty cool. This acts as another update that is not the 1.0 update, which will be releasing in 2026. Finally, we did get a new teaser trailer for Digimon Story Time Stranger's first DLC update, stating that the DLC will be launching on December 8th, aka Monday, aka today, at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. This is honestly an odd choice for an update. I was expecting maybe a Friday or Saturday, but nevertheless, the new trailer finally gives us a look at Kyoko's English voice actress and the connection between her and her father. Also, we get a look at Parallelmon and all 5 Digimon that will be available in the DLC, which further confirms the leaks I've discussed previously on this channel. Parallelmon seems to be the main antagonist here and will likely act as such for the 3 updates. And if you want more information on this, I did put a video out yesterday sort of reacting to and discussing some additional information. Also, later today there will be a video coming out that will be going over all of the Digimon available in the DLC. I will not be going over leaks in that video, so it's safe to check out if you're interested. Stay tuned, it should be coming out at about 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, I will unfortunately be at work when this update goes live, and as of such, I will have to come home and make content, so bear with me, but I do have plans to record sort of a let's play for it. I'm not sure how many episodes since we don't know the length of the DLC content just yet, as well as some new content including how to get all of the new Digimon and breakdowns talking about their new special moves, which ones are good, etc. I was looking forward to relaxing a little bit since I burnt the crap out of myself during the 2 weeks leading up to and the first 6 weeks post Time Stranger launch, but I'm not complaining because it's just more Digimon content for us to sink our teeth into. All that being said, guys, thanks so much for watching as always, and extra special thanks to our Discord members who are constantly sharing news updates in our server. It's incredibly helpful and saves a lot of time for me when making these videos. Special thanks to our supporters as well, especially Candy Marunci, Tragsoft, Valorware, Nemo, and Wrathful Beast, and we'll see you next time. Peace.